Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Captain Brandon Thompson with Fish River Outfitters. Today, we've pulled Pier Pressure out of the water. Again, 6 weeks ago, we decided that we were going to go ahead and put the Hull Pro on the bottom of the boat. And with that Hull Pro, we let it sit for a little while because we wanted to see how much algae and how much barnacles or anything that would attempt to grow on it and how easy it will be to take it off of it. So y'all check this out. We're going to go over here. We're going to pressure wash it, knock it out real quick. So let's go check it out. So on the bottom of the boat, like it's been sitting in the water here at Zeke's Marina, where Fish River is based out of, on the bottom of the boat, you can see all types of growth that has come up on there. And what the concept is with the Hull Pro is what we're going to do is we're going to take that pressure washer and just kind of cut all of this stuff off of here. And it shouldn't take long. This is the whole thing about Hull Pro and how long it takes to actually clean the bottom of your boat and how less you have to work to get all this stuff off. So what we're going to do is we're going to get that pressure washer fired up and we're going to get it knocked out. All right, so now what we've done is, y'all have met Robbie before. This is Robbie Kibbe. He is the owner, operator, and new captain for Fish River.
Good morning, guys.
Now what we're going to do is we're going to do different tests. All right, and in these tests we're going to go ahead and try soft bristle brush, just regular soap and water that we normally would use on washing a boat, and then we're going to use just a regular water hose and see it how. And then we'll move to the pressure washer and all this other stuff.
Spray it off.
So Daniel's just going to use just regular water and just pressure and use the pressure of the hose to go ahead and knock it off. All right, so now that that's done, so I guess we're just gonna. You're going to use a soft bristle brush this time.
Soft bristle brush.
And we're going to knock off what we can with that, and then we're going to move to a hard bristle brush and then the power washer. We're going to test all these things to see how it works. Check it out. Alright, let's hit that thing with some water. So that's with a soft bristle brush. So that soft bristle was able to get a lot of the additives of just the water, some algae and stuff. You can still see a little bit of growth of barnacles that are on there. Again, with that soft bristle brush, I mean, you can tell that it's coming off pretty easy. But you got to clean your boat at least, you know, once a month, especially during the summer. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to knock a hard bristle brush on there, and we're going to see what we can do with that. Get that water going. Wow. Wow.
If we would have had a diver come by every 2 weeks and maintain this, he could have wiped everything off with a
just regular
microfiber towel.
Yeah. So, significant difference from a soft bristle to a hard bristle. So now, again, we still got this growth on there. We still got a little bit on there. All right, so we're gonna move up. It's gonna get a little loud, it's gonna get a little crazy. We're gonna throw some pressure on this thing, see what happens. Oh my goodness, y'all. So we just put some power, some solid power to the back of this boat. So we started out with the soft bristle. All right, you can still see a little bit more of the growth, a little bit more barnacles, and then we moved ourselves on over to the hard bristle brush.
And you bring the water hose over here, bud.
So with the hard bristle brush, we still have the hard barnacles that are on there. And with the hard barnacles, you know, you can tell that You know, they're not so hard to take off, but still, it's something you don't want your boat to get on there. I mean, it does kind of embed itself into it, but with Hull Pro, you're not going to have these problems. It's going to be a slick surface once we get done with everything. So moving from the hard bristle, like we were talking about in reference to the barnacle steel rope on there, y'all, we moved over and put some pressure on this. And I'm telling you what, it came out so smooth. None of the little, like when barnacles grow on bottom of a boat, they will actually put a little outline to it. There's nothing. It's back to slick. It's back to where it needs to be. And it was effortless this time. So with the pressure washer, it's going to cut our time, big time in half. It's going to cut that cost for having that boat to be washed every month. You know, still want to maintain it, of course, but this is cutting it down. Now we're back to slick, glassy bottom to save that fuel. That's what it's all about, ain't it, Robbie?
Absolutely, save that fuel.
Y'all, check it out. I want to show y'all exactly where Hull Pro stopped and where the wrap began. You can actually see the difference in what I'm talking about. Look at this. So right here, you can see where Hull Pro has been applied, and it comes all the way up right to where the wrap is. And then you can see without Hull Pro, you can see the total difference in how much scum and slime and dirt, debris and dirt and everything from the water accumulation to the bottom. How awesome. How freaking awesome is that, man? It completely stops right there. It has a line all the way across it where you can see where Hull Pro is done. That's so cool. So we got a little bit of discoloration on the hull, and we're just testing some stuff, okay? A lot of times this Hull Pro is non-staining, but it's a little bit more discoloration than I want.
Yeah.
Because I'm particular, I guess.
And you know, you wouldn't normally leave it in the water 6 weeks without doing anything to it. You know, we were just doing that for a test. So you know, every 2 weeks you're going to want to have a diver on it if you leave it in the water.
So let's give this a little bit of hull cleaner and see what comes up with it. Just a little small rush of this soft bristle brush, and we're going to see the comparison of what the color change would be and test out that whole non-staining element that Hull Pro provides. When it was applied, I mean, that's incredible.
And actually, a light muriatic acid washing on it actually resets the surface and resets the epoxy on it. Doesn't hurt the finish at all, and it'll bring that right back to white. I mean, bright white.
So it'll withstand muriatic
yeah.
acid and all that good stuff.
It's totally chemical resistant and acid resistant.
That's awesome.
And like I said, the muriatic acid actually resets the product. So,
well, we got a lot of cleaning to do, so let's get on it.
Let's get on it.
For being in the water for 6 weeks, it's impressive. I mean, I can still see the lines of the Hull Pro. I can still see the application of the Hull Pro after that, I don't know, hour and a half of wash job. I'm talking about 6 weeks. Now, rule of thumb is, especially during the summer months, always maintain your hull by getting somebody to clean it about every month. It's just something you've got to do. We wanted to test the durability of Hull Pro. So that's why we left it in the water, against my better judgment, because I love this boat. But I am so pleased with how Hull Pro has completely brought this boat right back to life. A little bit of elbow grease, of course, on a 6 week sitting in the water, not being touched, not being driven. Wow, it came remarkably clean. What do you think, Robbie?
Man, it's something else.
So again, I'm going to show y'all straight up. 6 weeks of growth. And literally, maybe 30 to 40 minutes worth of work, we're back to pristine, clean condition, thanks to Hull Pro. It is an amazing product. We are back to saving that fuel. It made it so easy. Robbie, you would say that Hull Pro has completely changed the game on this, or what?
Absolutely, it's changed the game on the charter business if you're trying to save fuel.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't care anything about saving fuel, then don't get it. But if you want to save 20 to 30% like I'm doing, come on, call us. We'll put the Hull Pro on for you.
Man,
that.